Sagittarius, you won't believe who wishes you harm. Spirit guides warn. This will occur. Let me ask you something. Have you ever entered a room and felt an invisible chill brush against your spirit? Perhaps you've noticed that not every smile is genuine, that sometimes those who claim to stand with you actually hope to see you fall. This message is for you, the wanderer, the truth seeker, the one whose light makes shadows nervous. If you've been sensing strange dreams, a heavy presence, or a wave of intuition warning you about someone close, trust that your spirit guides are working overtime. You are not imagining it. The universe often whispers before it roars. This is not just a warning. It's a call for awakening. The energy around you is shifting, and the same old faces may begin to show their true intent. For Sagittarius, whose heart is always open and whose soul is ever in pursuit of meaning, envy and darkness can arrive disguised as love and loyalty. Today we'll walk through the unseen forces that may be plotting against you, not to create fear, but to ignite your inner wisdom. Because you deserve to walk forward with eyes wide open, your spirit shielded by truth. If any part of this message resonates, I invite you to pause, breathe, and open your heart to this guidance. Let's step together onto a path of clarity and empowerment. If you find these words helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Zodiac Wisdom. Your presence here is not an accident. It's the universe's way of guiding you back to your own light. Are you ready to see what's been hidden? Let's begin. Gate 1. The hidden shadows among loved ones when those closest wish you down. Sagittarius, your soul is a blazing fire, radiant and boundless, always chasing horizons and seeking truth. Yet, sometimes the brightest flames attract shadows you least expect. Those shadows often come from the people you once held closest to your heart. It's a painful paradox. The very ones who claim to love you might secretly wish for your light to dim. This chapter is about understanding this difficult truth and reclaiming your power. Have you ever felt a coldness in someone's gaze that wasn't there before? A subtle withdrawal disguised as silence, or praise that felt more like criticism in disguise? These are the signs, silent, often unspoken, that someone near you harbors envy or resentment. The truth is, jealousy isn't always loud. It is a quiet poison, a dark energy hidden beneath smiles and words. And for Sagittarius, whose honesty and openness inspire awe, this toxic energy can feel especially harsh because your authenticity exposes what others try to hide, even from themselves. Take the story of Maya, a Sagittarius woman who once trusted deeply in her circle. As she began to rise in her career and personal growth, she noticed friends turning cold. Invitations stopped, compliments became rare, and casual glances held unfamiliar tension. At first, she blamed herself, questioning what she had done wrong. But her spirit guides led her to a deeper realization. It wasn't her fault. It was the reflection of their unhealed wounds and insecurities. Her light made them uncomfortable, reminding them of the parts of themselves they had buried. This is a karmic pattern that repeats across many Sagittarius journeys. Your growth threatens those still bound by fear and jealousy, and they react not with love, but with quiet sabotage. It's crucial to remember, you are not the cause of their darkness. You were born to shine, to explore, and to be unapologetically yourself. When others wish for your fall, it is not a reflection of your worth but their own limitations. Trust your intuition. It is your most sacred protector. That uneasy feeling when someone's words don't match their energy? That recurring dream where you sense danger but can't see the source? These are the whispers of your spirit guides, warning you to protect your light. Ignoring these signs can drain your energy and cloud your path. But when you acknowledge them, you begin to set boundaries rooted in self-love. Remember, true love never dims your flame. It lifts you higher. When you find yourself apologizing for being too much, or shrinking your light to make others comfortable, know that your soul is yearning for freedom. It's time to walk away from those who cannot celebrate your truth, and to embrace the relationships that honor your radiance. The journey of Sagittarius is never easy. Growth demands sacrifice and courage. But the liberation that comes from releasing toxic attachments is the gift of your soul's evolution. In the next chapter, we'll explore why forgiveness sometimes isn't the answer, and how to choose freedom over familiar pain. Gate 2. The sacred separation. When God takes you away for a higher purpose. Sagittarius, sometimes the universe steps in with a purpose far beyond our immediate understanding. When a relationship fades or someone drifts away, it can feel like abandonment, like you've been left alone in the dark, wondering what you did wrong. But this separation is rarely punishment. It is, in truth, a sacred act of protection and awakening, a divine intervention guiding you toward a path you were always meant to walk. Imagine the story of Elijah, a Sagittarius man whose heart burned with passion for a partner who once seemed inseparable. As time passed, subtle distances grew. Texts became less frequent, meetings were avoided, and warmth gave way to coldness. Elijah wrestled with pain, replaying memories and questioning his worth. But through quiet reflection and a deepening connection to his spirit guides, he realized something transformative. God was pulling him away from a connection that no longer served his highest good. This divine separation is often misunderstood because it feels like loss, but Sagittarius, it is actually a shield. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, knows when a relationship is draining your light instead of nourishing it. It knows when the energies no longer align and when staying tethered threatens your growth. This is not rejection. It is redirection, a powerful, often painful nudge to reclaim your freedom. There's a beautiful analogy in ancient scriptures, the story of Jacob wrestling with the angel. Jacob fought through the night, not knowing who or what he was struggling with. By dawn he was changed, wounded but blessed, limping yet carrying a sacred gift. Sagittarius, your own struggles and separations are a similar rite of passage. The pain you feel is part of your spiritual transformation. It marks the end of old cycles and the beginning of a new chapter where your soul is ready to soar higher. Sometimes holding on becomes a trap. Familiarity feels like safety even when it suffocates. Like a flood victim clutching a log amid raging waters, you resist letting go because fear whispers that release means death. The death of a dream, a connection, or an identity. But release is rebirth. It's the moment you stop sacrificing your dignity for love that no longer honors your worth. Sagittarius, your soul craves expansion and truth. If a relationship forces you into smallness or shadows your light, it is not love, it is limitation. True love never asks you to lose yourself. It amplifies your fire and walks beside you in the journey of growth. When God separates you from someone, it is because He wants you to breathe freely again, to remember your value, and to return home to yourself. Many Sagittarius find themselves at this crossroads, feeling the weight of loneliness yet sensing an inner liberation. The process of detaching from what no longer resonates is both painful and empowering. You must allow yourself to grieve the loss but not the light. You must mourn the dream but embrace the dawn. You must trust that what's being taken away is making space for what you truly deserve. There is no shame in stepping away, no failure in choosing yourself. Your intuition, your deepest guide, has always known when it's time to move on. The quiet whisper in your heart that urges you to protect your light is the voice of God's gentle guidance. Listen closely. The moment you accept that you deserve peace above all, you begin to open the door for miracles. Sagittarius, the universe is calling you to trust this sacred timing. What feels like a cruel separation is actually an act of divine love. You are being prepared for a journey where your heart leads the way, unburdened by attachments that dim your shine. The space you create by letting go becomes fertile soil for your soul's next great adventure. In the next phase of this journey, we'll uncover the power of intuition as your protective shield, and the signs that confirm when it's time to walk away. We'll explore how trusting your inner voice can save you from repeating karmic cycles, and lead you to the connections that truly resonate with your evolving spirit. Remember, Sagittarius, your path is unique and sacred. You are never truly alone. Even in moments of separation, the universe walks beside you, carrying you toward a brighter horizon where your spirit's freedom awaits. Gate 3. Spiritual love and soul connections, embracing the light within. Sagittarius, as you journey through life's transformations, one truth remains unwavering. Love is not just a feeling, it is a profound spiritual force that connects souls beyond time and space. The love you give and receive is a reflection of your inner light, a sacred dance between your heart and the universe's infinite wisdom. Many times you have loved deeply, giving without hesitation, believing in the purity of connection. Yet you have also faced the heartbreak of realizing that some bonds were never meant to last, that some souls come into your life not to stay but to teach, to awaken, and then to release. This is the paradox of spiritual love. Its power is not measured by permanence, but by the depth of its impact on your growth. Imagine Sophia, a Sagittarius woman whose heart once carried the weight of a love that slipped through her fingers like stardust. She questioned if she had failed, if she was unworthy. But through her healing journey, Sophia discovered that true love is not about holding on tightly, but about surrendering gracefully. It is about honoring your soul's evolution and trusting that every connection, no matter how brief, leaves an imprint of light on your path. Spiritual love invites you to see beyond the surface, beyond the roles and masks that people wear. It teaches you to recognize the soul in another, its wounds, its hopes, its essence. When you connect on this level, love becomes a mirror reflecting your own truths, a catalyst for self-awareness and compassion. Sagittarius, your fiery spirit yearns for freedom, adventure, and truth. Spiritual love honors this by encouraging you to love yourself fiercely first, creating a foundation from which all other love can blossom authentically. It is a love that does not bind but liberates, that empowers you to walk your path fully and fearlessly. This love also calls you to embrace the parts of yourself you may have hidden, the vulnerabilities, the fears, the dreams yet unspoken. When you hold yourself with kindness and acceptance, you invite others to do the same. Your soul's light becomes a beacon, attracting connections that resonate with your highest vibration. At times, this journey may feel lonely, for spiritual love often requires stepping away from familiar attachments to honor your true self. But in that solitude, Sagittarius, you find your most authentic power. You learn to dance with your shadows and your light, to weave them into a tapestry of wholeness. The universe conspires to bring to you those who walk alongside your soul's mission, kindred spirits who support your growth without judgment or fear. These connections are rare and precious, built on mutual respect, shared values, and deep understanding. As you cultivate spiritual love within, you become a lighthouse for others, offering healing, wisdom, and hope. Your experiences transform from wounds into gifts, from losses into lessons. You embody the truth that love is not just to be received but to be radiated, touching lives in ways unseen yet deeply felt. Sagittarius, remember that your soul's journey is sacred. The love that sustains you is the love you cultivate within yourself. Unconditional, compassionate, and ever-evolving. Trust this inner source and watch as the universe responds with blessings in abundance, informs both expected and miraculous. In the next chapter of your story, you will learn how to nurture this spiritual love daily, how to honor your boundaries while remaining open, and how to recognize when a connection is a true reflection of your soul's light. You will discover the power of choosing love that uplifts and frees, a love that is not a chain but a wingspan. You have already come so far, Sagittarius. Your heart's light is a force that can illuminate even the darkest nights. Embrace this sacred love, for it is the key to your peace, your joy, and your ultimate freedom. Conclusion: embracing your journey with courage and light. Sagittarius, your journey through these gates, unlocking abundance, releasing what no longer serves, and embracing spiritual love, has been a profound passage of awakening and healing. You have learned that true wealth flows not just from the outside world, but from aligning deeply with your soul's frequency. You have seen that letting go is not a sign of weakness, but a brave act of self-love that creates space for miracles to enter. And above all, you have discovered that love at its highest form is a sacred connection to yourself and others, one that liberates and uplifts your spirit. This is your invitation to stand tall in your truth and light, to walk your path with the confidence that you are enough, whole, radiant, and worthy. Remember, every challenge you've faced has shaped your resilience, every ending has been a new beginning, and every lesson has brought you closer to the radiant core of who you are. As you move forward, carry with you the emerald green of an open heart, the silver light of soulful protection, and the gentle lavender of tender healing. These colors are not just symbols but reminders of your journey's sacred steps. Thank you for trusting this process and for allowing yourself to grow through it. If this message has touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe to Zodiac Wisdom to continue walking this path together. Your presence here strengthens our community and inspires more healing and awakening. Remember, Sagittarius, you are the light in the cosmos, bright, boundless, and beautifully you. Keep shining, keep loving, and keep believing in the magnificent journey ahead.